run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 22. On first down, Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Howell throwing on first down here. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Now, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Fields. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, 30 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season, 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how... prepared for this because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Bo Melton from 19 yards away. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Powell throwing for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They begin this drive with Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a 2nd straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
From the end zone, Smith-Marsette. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Got a man open, that's Harry. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bears! N'Keal Harry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 71 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fields on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete. Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Fields. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They snap it to Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game. And partner, part of what's got him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered. How did they get that done? They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Third and long, here's Howell. Able to connect with Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Another throw for Howell. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 44 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
Powell's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the end zone is Smith-Marsette.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Howell to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
throwing on first down here.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Howell's pass. Complete to Curtis Samuel. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying?
He's got a man, complete.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And now here is another interception.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington on 3rd down.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
On first down, Howell. It returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Options galore here, a second and a few inches. It's Howell with another throw.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
He's going to try and go deep again. And my goodness, another interception.
William Jackson with a pick. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game.
And, my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air.
And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Fields.
And now here is another interception.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw, Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Fields. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing here, Howell. And his throw here is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 44.